Jesus said in the Gospel of Matthew, "Come to me, all you who are struggling hard and carrying heavy loads, and I will give you rest. And you will find rest for yourselves. My yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light." Now, when Jesus said that, he was talking about the weight of our own moral failure, the knowledge that we all think and do bad things, wrong things, the depression or the futility we feel because we can't stop this cycle of failure because we keep failing to live the way we want, the way we know we should. We're always a work in progress. So, what Jesus is saying in that passage is he's asking, do you want freedom? Do you enjoy the burden of your own moral failure? Do you enjoy a yoke that you can't carry? The yoke of trying to live up to a hardwired code that you can't live up to. So if you can acknowledge that you're not morally perfect, you can do at least three things to reckon with your own moral failure. Option number one is legalism, where you reinterpret God's standards into a list of rules that you can perhaps try and meet. And so you end up having a checklist type of relationship with God, rules without heart. This is an oppressive or joyless relationship with God. God says no to that. The second option is to rationalize it away, to grade yourself on a curve. You can say, well, I'm not as bad as all these other people. I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer and I'm not Ted Bundy, so I must actually be okay because I'm not them. But God says, no, that's not correct either. God has an absolute standard in Christian teaching. The third option, which is the option Jesus wants us to take, is to transfer the obligation of perfection from us to Him. Think of it like insurance. When you buy insurance, you are shifting risk from yourself and you're transferring it to someone else who will take the risk for you. Jesus came to do both of those things. He came to shift the risk, the obligation of moral perfection and perfect love for God from us because we can't do it, and he brought it upon himself, and he was morally perfect in our place as our substitute. He loved God with all his heart, soul, might, and strength because we can't. The difference in the insurance analogy, though, is that Jesus has no profit motive. Insurance companies do. We pay a premium, and in turn, they shift and transfer the risk to themselves. Jesus has no profit motive. He did this for love. Father, Son, and Spirit made a covenant together that the Son would come and sacrifice himself to save all of God's children. And Jesus doesn't demand premium in exchange for this gift of salvation. All he demands is love and loyalty. He demands allegiance to him. That's what the Christian model of salvation is. And Jesus' gospel call is for us to accept this offer.